for Tuesday. Okay, let me pull it down right about, I'll say right about there. All right, y'all, go ahead and hit them like buttons as y'all on your way in. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. And like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. It's time. We about to get it right now. That's right, Bugatti NYC. We in the building. It's time to get it going. Trump. Did Ghislaine Maxwell try and recruit Paris Hilton for Jeffrey Epstein? We saw a little bit of the pre-clips yesterday, saw a little bit of the backlash. We got more. We got trending topics, current events, also follow-ups on other stories, new things that's coming up. Not too much on the president. We'll see what else we got going on here, but guess what? Still got a good show to get into, you guys. And you know what? Could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here, I appreciate you. Let's see who we in here with this morning. Let's go. Praying for my sister, Rebecca Lanyen Bueno, hoping that you had a fantastic evening and your health is A1. Jeffrey Spilker, who's that, Tyson? Okay, also see Mark Dorfman in the building. How you doing, Mark? Who else we got up in here? Rebecca Lanyen Bueno. Okay, just in case they're not here, Casey Ramos, Liberty and Justice. Okay, also we cannot forget Kendra Walker, Sam Champion, all the other people that are our regulars. Starting to get a different flow of people coming in here, and we appreciate everybody. Who else is that? That's Clarinda Matt saying present. Okay, good morning, everybody. Amen. Let's have a safe, healthy day. Let's go. Amen. Woo, almost time, because I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. Then we gotta wind it up. Wind it up. Wind it up. Wind it up. I don't know if I was right on time, but we gonna see in a minute. You gonna let me know. I know how you do. Okay, yeah, we good. So let's wind it up one more time for you. Okay. Olay. Hope you guys having a fantastic morning. I told you, I always get, every day I get up, I'll be like, thank the Lord, give me the energy to do this. Open up those pores. I don't need to look at nothing for this one, because you got to open up those pores. You got to open up those pores. My mother always says, you got them big ass hands, boy, you need to use them. So you know what? I got this deep voice. I'm going to use it today. And I'm going to do my best to replicate one of the best. Let's go ahead and open up those pores, you guys, with the... Oh, no. That's how Rough Riders roll. How we go? Stop. Drop. Shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders go. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. That's right, y'all. Shout out to the legendary R.I.P. DMX. I can't do all those crazy noises. I'm not going to try to, but you know how we do up in here. Snitches want to try. What? Bitches want to try. You niggas want to try. What? Niggas want to lie. All I know is pain. All I feel is pain. Y'all know what I'm talking about. With that much on my brain, that's the dude right there. Shout out to who? DMX. Rest in peace in heaven, y'all. All right, y'all. Y'all know what else we got to do, right? If pump that beat. me. It's Tuesday, November 25th. That's right, y'all. It's 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me lit. That's right. Oh, no. That's how Rough Riders roll. Yo, y'all remember when he did what was that? That big concert where it looked like a whole sea of people, it looked like the whole world was there. I wish I was there at that concert, you guys. What was that? What's some kind of fest or whatever like that? What was the name of it? I forgot the name of it, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm so happy that you guys could be here this morning. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. This is Our Bottom Line, the #1 show on YouTube from 6 o'clock until we are done. Today, like I told you a minute ago, we got trending topics, current events, a lot to cover, you guys. So let's do what we got to do. Shout out to the rest of the people that just came into the building. We got only in the hood 2243. We got Luigi in here, Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, Mark Dorfman, Jeffrey Spilker, Batty Lynn. Good morning. How you doing? Luigi, what's up, bro? Mark Dorfman, how you doing? And yeah, we got work to get into, because you know what I'm gonna do right now? I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I got 5 on it. I'm gonna stack 5 videos at a time. What I need you guys to do, stay on topic, stay on point. Do me a favor, let me know what time it is, where you're chiming in from at the same time, because I love to get content from where you're from. It keeps the show going and it keeps us alive. Also, you know what I'm going to say? Because I don't really want to wait this morning. Let's get into these titles. I already told you guys already in the preludes. I said Trump did Ghislaine Maxwell try and recruit Paris Hilton for Jeffrey Epstein. We saw a little of the preludes yesterday. We got the videos to keep it going, and we're going to do that. Let's keep on moving forward, because in the other titles, we have Maxine Waters points to the Trump administration during a debate on socialism bill. We'll get into that as well. Last but not least, Katie Couric. Cocktail dinner with Jeffrey Epstein after his conviction has been exposed. As you guys know, there's been a lot of videos, a lot of emails coming out, a lot of back and forth. So guess what? The stars, the real celebrities, the rich, the high elite, those names that they're letting out, like Katie Couric and such others, we've got those stories and we got the follow-ups on it. So you know what we're going to do right now? Not even going to wait. We're going to get right into it. We got some gaggle in the morning right now with Carolyn Levitt. Didn't have too much on Trump. Actually, didn't have anything on President Trump. So we got as close as we could as possible, and that's what we got. We got his press secretary who's going to bring us up to date on what the president has going on right now. So let's do exactly that. Let's go, you guys. Let's go.
I'll answer that in a question, but go ahead.
Supportive of the Pentagon's investigation into Mark Kelly, and what do you make of his response that it's just intimidation?
The White House is supportive of the Department of War's investigation into Senator Mark Kelly, and I think what Senator Mark Kelly was actually trying to do was intimidate the 1.3 million active duty service members who are currently serving in our United States Armed Forces with that video that he and his Democrat colleagues put out. Senator Mark Kelly well knows the rules of the military and the respect that one must have for the chain of command, and that all lawful orders are presumed to be legal by our service members. You can't have a functioning military if there is disorder and chaos within the ranks, and that's what these Democrat members were encouraging. It's very clear, and not a single one of them, since they've been pressed by the media, and I'll give you guys credit for that, can point to a single illegal order that this administration has given down, because it does not exist. They knew what they were doing in this video, and Senator Mark Kelly and all of them should be held accountable for that. No, because Lindsey Callaghan was legally appointed, and that's the administration's position. I know there was a judge who is clearly trying to shield Letitia James and James Comey from receiving accountability, and that's why they took this unprecedented action to throw away the indictments against these two individuals. But the Department of Justice will be appealing very soon, and it is our position that Lindsey Callaghan is extremely qualified for this position, but more importantly, was legally appointed to it. Steve.
Okay, we got more to get into. We're gonna keep on getting into those stories as well. It gets deeper, you guys, because there are more layers to that onion peel right there. Got to keep on moving forward right now. We're gonna get over to the Democrats' corruption. Florida Democrat retiring an AOC donation play. There's gonna be 3 videos in this play right here, but we got to get a lot of information out. Let's go, you guys. Hope you guys are having a fantastic morning. Let's get to work. Let me get you some info right here. Let's go. Let's go.
While Hakeem Jeffries may deny his campaign solicited donations from Epstein, the problems of corruption in the Democrat Party run much deeper. First, there's retiring Illinois Congressman Chuy Garcia. He conveniently announced his retirement after Illinois' congressional filing deadline, allowing his chief of staff, Patty Garcia, to be the only candidate on the Democrat primary ballot. He was rebuked by the House for his shady secession plan.
There are certain politicians who are becoming more and more prominent who have a contempt for the average American. Now we see it happen in Congress, where a sitting U.S. congressman handpicks his successor, and of all successors, a staffer.
And then there's Florida Congresswoman Sheila Sherfilis McCormick, who was indicted on charges of allegedly stealing millions of dollars in disaster relief funds. And of course, she blames racism.
It's an unjust indictment, and I look forward to my day in court so I can prove myself and actually state the truth. But if this is what Congress is becoming, where they're always trying to intimidate you, scare tactics, especially attacking minorities, black and brown people, then we're going to have to keep fighting for the district.
And finally, AOC may be in some trouble. The New York Post reports that the Congresswoman wrote an email pitch asking for donations to, quote, help us bring the joy of the holiday season into homes. But instead of the donations going to groups organizing turkey drives like she has in the past, donors are redirected to her campaign website. New York City Democrat Councilman Robert Holden told the Post, quote, it's a typical bait and switch pretending to be for the people while quietly pillaging them for every dollar they can get. Oh, there's so much here.
Yes, those 3, I thought that those were important because, yes, they're leading stories, plus stuff that we didn't even know about as far as that monetary right there. So, yeah, let's do it, y'all. Keep on moving forward. I owe you 3 more. That's right. We're going to go to I'm just a bill. I'm just a bill. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. That's right, you guys. Trump protester handcuffed after shoving somebody. Just a shove. That's all it takes to get locked up nowadays. Lord have mercy. But it was kind of heated. And then I don't know what the HNIC this lady was yelling in the back, but it kind of got crazy, you guys. Check this out. DC chaos, anti-Trump protesters handcuffed, like I said, after shoving a MAGA supporter. I actually follow this guy right here. I can't remember his name, but I think he has a YouTube channel. Seemed like homie should have got locked up for hitting him first. He grabbed the wrong person.
No hands, no touching. No hands.
So here come the police, don't know nothing. They don't know what's going on at all. Grabbing the wrong people. Look, she all running all hard, like, for what? For what? Like, what's she running all hard like that for, like?
This guy stalked me! This guy stalked me in the metro! This guy stalked women! Walk your ass on the court! This guy attacked the Capitol January 1st!
I can't believe they're doing all that for a shove. Homeboy got ran up on too. He the one that got ran up on, and they taking him. That's crazy right there. Let's go to Brussels, y'all. Oh my God, Mark Rubio is talking about some money. It's time to get to some money, some bills, some dividends, some commerce, some U.S. dividends. Let's see what's going on with these trade deals going on in Brussels and that $2,000 that they're talking about giving everybody.
Welcome back. U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick and Trade Ambassador Jamieson Greer are in Brussels this morning for trade negotiations with the European Union. The group expected to discuss steel and aluminum tariffs, duties on food and medical equipment, and potentially more sanctions on Russia for its war on Ukraine. President Trump struck a deal with the EU back in July, which included 15% tariffs on most European goods. He also secured more than $1 trillion of investment into America. Into various commodities. Joining me now, live from Brussels for a Fox Business exclusive, is the Commerce Secretary, Howard Lutnick. Secretary, it's great to see you this morning. Thanks so much for being here.
Great to be here in rainy Brussels.
What can you tell us about the talks with the European Union, Secretary? What are you expecting?
So what we've been talking about, we started about digital. You know, the idea is that the European Union continues to make rules that only harm our big tech companies. And they're just not getting the investment that we're getting. You know, we have company after company after company announcing $500 billion of investments in America. And here they're getting $10 billion. So the idea is, come on, guys, embrace the ideas and the model of the Trump administration, and you'll get $1 trillion in investment here. So we're trying to teach them and encourage them to follow the Trump lead and learn how to embrace the digital markets and the AI world. So we're trying, and I'm here marketing and teaching and trying to help our tech companies.
So, you know, it's interesting. I love the way that you and President Trump fight for American companies, and these digital services taxes have been a real issue for American companies. Do you feel that you're actually making a difference, that you are going to see all of those extra fees and taxes go away?
With a shield level in...
Well, my question is, what are those companies going to do for the people? Just because they getting them tax breaks, are they going to get us some jobs or something like that, Mr. Levitt? I hear what you're saying, but let's go on over to Venezuela. Trump administration has designated the Maduro members a foreign terrorist organization. Let's go, you guys. Now they're going to be able to really do some stuff to them if this goes through. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Let's go.
A foreign terrorist designation is going to go into effect today for Venezuela's infamous Cartel de los Soles. The White House claims the group is directly tied to the Maduro regime and is responsible for drug trafficking into the U.S. So this move allows the Trump administration to, for instance, freeze assets tied to the cartel as it makes the case for military strikes against Venezuela. Over the weekend, 3 international airlines canceled flights from Venezuela as the FAA warns of a potentially hazardous situation.
Whoa.
The idea of military action against Venezuela is something even the president's allies are warning against.
I think you'll see a splintering and a fracturing of the movement that has supported the president, because I think a lot of people, including myself, were attracted to the president because of his reticence to get us involved in foreign war.
Group chat is back. Sabrina, I know you've been...
Nope. What do you guys think about this? Do you think that they're right for designating Venezuela as a foreign terrorist group? What do you guys think? Let me know. Also, I want to know what you guys think, because I'm going to be reading it. I want to know what you guys think about the boom, boom, boom that's been going on the waters. Do you think that that's like fair game for them to be doing that? Or do you think that they should be sending out Coast Guard to find out what's going on instead of the boom, boom, boom? I'm going to be reading your comments over here. Okay, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Lan Yin. Let's get those likes up. Bring more people in. Bugatti works hard 7 days a week. That's right, you guys. Good morning, Jay Wood. What else we got here? Good morning, Bugatti and chat. Come on, you guys, stay on point. Let's get it. Where we going over here right now? Guys, I got some more for you. You know it ain't over. Let's keep on going. I don't want to do that one again. I'm going to go over ahead and... Oh, yeah. We got to do this one right here. Birthright citizenship. I don't think we talked about this for about a week. Matter of fact, it's been 2 weeks since we talked. Matter of fact, maybe a month since we actually talked about the case that's going about the birthright citizenship points.
And Justice Alito decided to temporarily restore the Texas Republican-drawn congressional map after a lower court...
No. You got the rest of that. Come on, give it all to him.
A busy day at the U.S. Supreme Court yesterday. The justices met to decide whether they will hear President Trump's appeal over his birthright citizenship order. And Justice Alito decided to temporarily restore the Texas Republican-drawn congressional map after a lower court found it racially biased. Let's bring in Andrew Gould, former Arizona Supreme Court Justice. Judge Gould, first to the decision by Justice Alito. He said that there was not essentially evidence of racial segregation, if you will, in the lines that were drawn in Texas. How do you see it?
Well, thank you for having me on, John. I don't think there's racial gerrymandering in the way they drew those lines. And I think the Supreme Court is very likely to overturn the decision. It's a special type of panel that they put together on these redistricting cases. It's 2 district court judges and an appellate court judge. There was a stinging dissent from Judge Smith, criticized the majority opinion. It was very policy driven. And I think when you see the Supreme Court step in so quickly and issue a stay, I think that's a strong signal. And right now, the Texas...
Bro, I can't concentrate on the damn thing that's going on. You sound like a woman. What, you taking steroids or hormones or something? Do anybody hear this fool talking? He about 70 years old, sound like he a female that's about to go deliver something at Amazon. Like, are you hearing this? And I understand we need to hear the underlying story, but it's really hard when he's talking like a 17-year-old girl.
Texas maps are back in place. There's going to be a response due on Monday from the challengers, but I expect the Supreme Court to reaffirm the Texas maps.
You might not be surprised that the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, is saying, this is not a racial thing. Listen to the governor here.
What the hell was that?
There was actually zero evidence of any racial judgment playing any role in the decision-making process. And I have never seen a judgment, an opinion so erroneous in its writing. And it looked like Judge Brown geared his writing to try to achieve a result. And that's something that the United States Supreme Court, I think, is just not going to tolerate.
I'm sorry, you guys. I made a mistake. I didn't want to jump into the middle of that information and mess that story up right there, but it really threw me a bit to hear that man's voice, go, high pitch like that. That was pretty crazy. You guys remember the story that we're following up on now. There was a lady in Chicago that was on fire on a train. The attacker has been identified, but the lady, this person right here, she has been identified as the one that actually had the horrific act happen to her 2 days ago. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I want you to open this up and see who she is. Okay, are we gonna get audio? All right, so I got to bring that back. What was that about? On mute? No.
We now know the identity of the woman set on fire during a horrific attack on a commuter train. She's 26-year-old Bethany McGee, a business analyst. Her father is a college professor of biblical studies. Cops say this lunatic poured gasoline over Bethany on a Chicago L train as she sat looking at her phone 7 days ago. Bethany tried to fight off her attacker and fled to the back of the train, but cops say the crazed man followed with a lit bottle and set her ablaze.
The female was just set on fire.
Police say Bethany, who is nearly fully engulfed in flames, tried to extinguish herself by rolling around on the floor of the train. As soon as the train came to a stop, Bethany ran out and collapsed on the platform, where bystanders tried to help and called the fire department. Bethany had burns covering 60% of her body. This photo captured her attacker strolling away. Today, outrage is growing after it was revealed that the suspect, 50-year-old Lawrence Reed, is a career criminal with 72 prior arrests.
This guy, why is he out? What? 72 prior arrests? She's burned.
Just 3 months ago,
watch what the last thing this fool did.
Reed was charged with knocking a social worker unconscious.
Lawrence Reed had no business being on the streets, given his violent criminal history and his pending criminal cases.
Good morning, everybody.
Reed had plenty of second chances by the criminal justice system, and as a result, you have an innocent victim in the hospital fighting for her life.
It's reminding many of the unprovoked murder in August of Irina Zarutska, a Ukrainian refugee who was on a commuter train in Charlotte when she was brutally stabbed. Now, a new outrage.
A brutal and vicious attack on a young woman.
Terrible, y'all. Like, disfigured. She's like tried to like tried to wipe it off and tried to roll around on the ground. There was no reason that he did that. They didn't even speak. I want to pray for her, and hopefully she gets through this the best way she can. I know that they say that 60% of her body is covered, Lord. Is damaged and hurt, affected by this. But please, Lord, let's try our best to heal her up as best as we can with you being there to go over and make sure that she stays safe and healthy, Lord. We ask that today. Amen. Terrible situation right there, you guys. I can't believe this one. I can't believe this. Now we got another situation in, what's this, San Francisco? Where's the Golden Gate Bridge at, you guys? I've never been able to really pinpoint. Where's the Golden Gate Bridge? Is that San Francisco, the Golden Gate Bridge? The reason I'm asking is because we got a situation here where they used to have toll booths that were set up for people to take the change. And now, since everything is digital, the toll booths are making people crash. They're actually crashing. People are crashing into the toll booths. Check this out, you guys. New story coming up. I want you guys to see this.
Drivers are crashing into the toll plaza at the...
So guys, also the reason we show stories like this is to make you wary of what's going on. So hopefully other people that's near here or going there, it won't happen to them. So what I would appreciate is we get better than 37 or 36 likes going right there, especially since we got 100 and something people in the building. Let's make the ends justify the means. I don't think that we're gonna have too many people in here today, but I really would appreciate if we can get those numbers up, because something's going on with like you guys, your scheduling. It's like, it's really like misty in this hour now. You guys are not very active at 6 o'clock. Well, the masses of people that used to come here aren't really active at 6 o'clock in the morning. So we may have to do an afternoon show with the spotlight as well. But we're gonna get into that. Let's keep on going.
The Golden Gate Bridge.
The toll booths haven't had workers collecting tolls since 2013, but as KCOA3's Ryan Curry found out, getting rid of the booths is a difficult process.
One by one coming into San Francisco from the iconic Golden Gate Bridge. As each car passes by, many of them only moderately slowing down as they cross the now empty toll plaza.
Today they function to funnel traffic through the toll plaza and also to house our all electronic tolling equipment. So people may not realize, but up above in the canopy, we have our electronic tolling equipment that since 2013 has been collecting tolls automatically.
No longer does the bridge need physical people collecting tolls. Back then, it was easy for cars to slow it down as they had to come to a complete stop. Now, they are blowing right by, continuing their journey. This has led to an increase in crashes along the toll plaza. Through October of this year, 45 drivers crashed at the toll booths, the highest number of collisions since 2018. The crashes are relatively minor, but it shows the kinds of problems that come from having these old booths still up while drivers aren't forced to stop.
Inattentiveness and distraction, so people on their phones, fumbling with their transponders, distracted in other ways, and that can lead to collisions with the attenuators.
The Bridge Authority is looking into removing the booths, but there's no timetable for that, and it will also be an enormous project.
Removing an entire structure like this simply just isn't easy to do. These are very thick slabs of concrete separating as lane dividers, and this entire structure is interconnected. Getting rid of the whole thing could take months, even years.
It's not as simple as just removing the toll booths over a weekend or over the course of a few days. It requires engineering study, environmental study. It requires a public process.
They are preparing this long bar over the highway that will have modern scanners to better collect electronic payments. Once those are up, they will then look at the possibility of removing the booths.
After that project is completed, we can embark on a project to look more deeply and in more detail at a modernization of the toll plaza.
In the meantime, drivers still need to be mindful when they are heading into the city and through these lanes. In San Francisco, Ryan Curry, KCOA.
Okay, San Francisco, I was right. Y'all got to be careful when y'all going through the Golden Gate now. Y'all see what's going on? You've been warned. You've been warned. All right, y'all, let's keep on moving forward. Anybody taking any flights this week? Anybody going out of town to hang out with their family? I mean, it is Thanksgiving. Come on, you guys, get in the spirit. What's going on here? Smiles. Supposed to be in the festive, happy spirits right now. What's going on here? Anybody else taking flights or going anywhere?
International Airport, LAX, which is already a mess. A record 82 million people will be traveling this week for Thanksgiving. If you're flying, this will be the busiest Thanksgiving travel period in 15 years, according to the FAA. On Tuesday alone, there are more than 52,000 flights scheduled.
Today.
News Nation's Xavier Walton is live at Dallas Love Field Airport. Xavier, 52,000 flights. That's a whole lot of people at airports and in the air. What are officials bracing for?
Nick, good morning. Yeah, we are expecting, or officials are expecting, one of the busiest, if not the busiest travel periods in the last 15 years. Millions of Americans, whether that's by air or on the roadways, are trying to get out of town. And this is what we're seeing this morning. This is something that kind of caught me off guard, if I'm going to be honest. It's still pretty early here. And look at this long line, even though, keep in mind, I spoke to somebody, they said it's only taken about 30 minutes or so. Still, the FAA says more than 360,000 flights are scheduled over the Thanksgiving period, with Tuesday marked as the peak day at more than 52,000 flights nationwide. AAA expects roughly 6 million people and more than 80 million Americans traveling overall. Airlines say they have added seats and staff to handle all of those numbers that surge, but they're already, warning flyers to build in extra time for longer lines like we're seeing here.
You didn't hear that one sentence that don't agree with me? Airlines said that they're adding seats. Where and how? I don't understand that part. You have to define that to me. You mean you're going to put some more seats on the plane? Please make me understand that. Please make me understand that.
Full flights, as well as weather delays. Major hubs like Los Angeles airports are preparing for nearly 2.5 million passengers just through that Thanksgiving window, Nick.
Yeah, I'm good, y'all. I hope everybody has safe flights. Everybody gets to and fro and everywhere back on time. And I also hope that we get more of these air traffic controllers and more people that are educated to make sure that we have good flights and safe landings. Because that's one thing that I feel like every time we go up, we're gambling. It's like craps, y'all. We got to keep on moving forward. What we got over here? Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's right. She says she's not running for president. What y'all think about that? You know, she was basically had her eyes dead set on running for president. Let me ask you guys a question. Would you have actually voted for her if she would have ran for president? Let me know. What you guys think? I'm going to read your comments.
Days after announcing she's quitting Congress, Marjorie Taylor Greene is making it clear she does not have her sights set on the White House. Greene posting, "I'm not running for president and never said I wanted to," adding, "I'm not the kind of person who is willing to make the deals that must be made." Greene's sudden decision to step down has sparked debate about what comes next for the Georgia Republican, after the very public breakdown in her MAGA alliance with President Trump, the rift appearing to stem from their disagreement over the Epstein files.
Standing up for American women who were raped at 14 years old, trafficked and used by rich, powerful men should not result in me being called a traitor and threatened by the President of the United States.
But we're learning their conflict began months ago. Sources say Greene has been fuming ever since Trump seemingly signaled he would not support her if she ran for the Senate or for governor. Insiders say Greene saw that as a betrayal. Despite other infighting in the party, President Trump yesterday insisting the Republican Party has never been so united as it is right now, claiming there is great spirit and cohesion.
We agree on a lot more than I would have thought.
And now, the president appearing to form an unlikely alliance with New York's newly elected Democratic Socialist Mayor Zohran Mamdani. The pair meeting in the Oval Office Friday, leading to this viral moment.
Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken about...
That's okay, you can just say yes. Okay. It's easier. It's easier than explaining it. I don't mind.
Yesterday, Mamdani was asked if he still believes, as he claimed during his campaign, that President Trump is a fascist.
Everything that I've said in the past, I continue to believe. I'm not coming into the Oval Office to make a point or make a stand. I'm coming in there to deliver for New Yorkers.
He went in there and did this. Doom, 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 doom. Your boy went in there and moonwalked on everything he said he was going to do. He went, talk about backsliding, and this party is tight with him. Like, how dare you act like you're going to do all of this stuff? You get up in there and be like, and you let him shun you, you let him stop your conversation, didn't even let you finish your words. You know what? Don't even answer that. Just no, don't even answer that. Oh, okay, no problem. So we already see what that's going to be. You know what, Mom? I mean, I got this. I'm going to take care of it. But you got to do this. You got to let Tom Holman go ahead and get in the Rikers, and then we're going to give you your money. And then the Democrats are really going to be mad about that. Oh, just so you guys know, so you don't think I'm trying to knock people. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm not an independent. I'm not an independent. I'm a human being. I select and handpick what I want to deal with. It's very hard to be like that, but that's the way that I feel that we should be. Even when you come down to saying what news channels we watch, I believe that it's not about the channels and the stations. I think it's about the information. And then we look into the information to see if the information is actually true and fit. Okay, you guys, we got to keep on moving forward. I got a lot more for you on deck this morning. Hope everybody's having a good show, good time. Let me see, I want to get you some more politics before, and this is some very important things I want to make sure that we're getting out right now. Overseas now, we're not doing that. I do want to speak about education though, because it's a very vital point that I've always been strong about. I have not been like the smartest person in school, but I do think that education is important. I do admire people that go for higher learning and grades and things like that. And I don't believe in any sort of hindrance of people that want to get fat on their brains, if you notice what I'm trying to say. This is why I take points like this and videos like this very important, even though it only got like 9,000 views. But they're basically saying education has been on a downhill slide in Oklahoma. Well, an Oklahoma senator saying, but as you can see, this is an overall situation here.
So the Department of Education is downsizing. Billions of dollars will move to other agencies. Education is vital. Many people put it up there with public safety in terms of what's important at the state and local level, but why can't it stay there? Why does there need to be a national Department of Education? College is supposed to teach you how to think, not be a retirement home for hippies. I taught college classes after leaving Congress, and my goal was for the students to have absolutely no idea what I thought about any issue. The goal is to teach them to think for themselves. Okay. If you want to be indoctrinated, go join a cult. The higher education model is under serious scrutiny, and for good reason. So what needs to change? Joining us now is Oklahoma Senator Mark Wayne Mullen. Welcome, Senator. Happy Thanksgiving. And by the way, congratulations. I think we had a wedding in the Mullen family this weekend. I saw a picture of you. You look like George Strait dancing the night away. So congratulations on that. Why can't Oklahoma decide what to teach school children, and why do they need D.C. to do it for them?
Well, first of all, I want everybody to know I've been married 28 years. It was my son that got married. Yeah, you met Jim in the gym a long time when he was a little bitty boy, and so he's 21 years out now, or 21 years old now, and he's just a beautiful bride. We got a new family to the Mullen family now, our new family member, let me say. So, anyways, well, Trey, thank you. You know, education has been on a downhill slide for a long time now. I mean, you think about it. The Department of Education was stood up in October of 1979 is when we passed it. It actually went into effect in 1980. In 1979, we were #1 in math, and today we're 26. In some rankings, overall education has us down to 38 in the country. That's wrong. It hasn't been working. And finally, we have Secretary McMahon.
The world, not country.
And President Trump, who said, hey, we need to do something about this. We got it wrong in the late 70s, early 80s. Where did we go wrong? We took it out of the hands of the state and local government where it began, and we tried to federalize it inside Washington, D.C. Well, you and I both know, because we spent time in Washington, D.C., they have some of the worst schools in the country. And yet these lawmakers are trying to make laws to literally indoctrinate our kids today on how to learn, I guess, in their own backyard.
All right,
All right, so I guess maybe we try the states. Okay, you made a good point right there, and I like when people make good points, so we try the states and let them go locally. That's what my point would be. I'm like, all right, so let's try to do it this way, and let's see what happens. Because, you know, every time when you're a kid, you would always see the Board of Education, and you would look at that like, oh my God, that's so important. But when you look at things and you really go into it, how important was it? was it just like an overlay, like the McDonald's brand that just has a whole bunch of the same functions going on just to make it standardized practice, which is not bad if the standards are set to a certain level. But I do think that if concentrated in the states had their together on education, that it possibly would be more, I would say, more detailed, and people can pay more attention to more pinpointed situations. Yeah, I think that might be a little bit better. It's just like when you have a concentrated situation with concentration on one situation, you can pay more attention to it. It's just common sense, you guys. Let's get over to Washington, where Maxine Waters points out Trump's administration's doing a debate on a socialism bill. Yes, one of your favorites. That's what I said. Maxine Waters, y'all.
Gentlelady from California.
The gentle lady from California.
Thank you. Recognized.
AKA Crypt Keeper. And you know, I don't hold out on anybody, so everybody got their name.
I'd just like to say that the Republicans are confusing socialism
Good morning, Ms.
with
Juana,
despotism
Marana Page,
or authoritarianism.
Gentlelady will suspend. The members are again reminded to please take their conversations from the floor. The gentlelady from California is ready.
Again, Republicans are confusing socialism with despotism or authoritarianism. Despots try to control the press, education, the system of justice. Despots send the military against their own citizens. Despots try to control the economy. Despots arrest their own citizens, including children, in the middle of the night. Let me just say that the young lady talked about working hard, and socialism, robs families of what they've worked hard for and what they've earned. Well, I want to ask you, what is this administration doing when it takes 10% equity stake in Intel, 15% equity stake in MP Materials, and 10% equity stake in Lithium Americas, 10% equity stake in Triology Metals, and a, quote, golden share in U.S. Steel Corporation? What is that? Now, the Republicans have tried to confuse you on what is socialism and even called it communism light. That is an absolute distraction from what we're discussing here today. Communism is communism, socialism is socialism, and a government run by someone who is not taking into consideration the facts and the harm and the threat that they're doing to education, the attempt to take over law firms, the attempt to tell some of the finest universities in this country what they can teach and what they cannot teach, and I repeat, giving away our money to a country, $40 billion at a time when that money is so desperately needed in this government. And so we could talk about this all day, but absolutely you're looking silly when you try to talk about communism light or you try to describe socialism when you don't know what it is. And so I am saying that I denounce this administration, this Trump's family, and all that is going on that's undermining our democracy.
All right, you guys, so don't say I don't give everybody their fair share and their fair run at saying what they got to say. Even if I got a little bit of names for them. Call them the Crypt Keeper, whatever like that. But I still give them their love. You know how we do over here. Double tap that screen to get those likes up if y'all appreciate the content. I saw y'all going in. People was like, she's still alive? One person said, why does she sound like she need oxygen? I read it all. I heard what you guys were reading, what y'all were saying over there. I even read the stuff about the clips earlier. You guys are going in right now, and you're staying on point. I appreciate it. Do me a favor and double tap that screen to get those likes up. Let's get up out of these double digits right there. I'd appreciate it. Can you guys at least do us that favor? We're not asking for no money because we know it's hard out I'm here for a pimp. And I ain't trying to hit your pockets too bad. I got a little bit of Bustillo and some tea in the kitchen, so we all good with that. But I would appreciate that more people get over here, and that's what's going to help. If you get those likes up, YouTube sends up the signal, and we can get more informative information going out, so everybody knows what we got going on over here. So yeah, I still got more topics, more trending stuff. We got to get into Comey and Letitia James, because yeah, a judge just basically dismissed and threw out the case between Comey and Letitia James. Let's keep on going, y'all.
Justice Department's case against former FBI Director Jim Comey and the New York Attorney General have both been dismissed. CNN's Caitlin Polance is covering this. Caitlin, okay, what happened here? I don't know which case you want to take first.
Well, they both are being dismissed, and for essentially the same reason that Lindsay Halligan, the Eastern District of Virginia interim U.S. attorney sent there by Donald Trump, not Senate confirmed, that she doesn't have the power. What the judge here has found, this is Judge Cameron Curry from South Carolina, she came into the district, heard arguments from both of the lawyers on these cases against Lindsay Halligan's role. They argued that she didn't have the power because she wasn't Senate confirmed, and thus these indictments are invalid. The judge is agreeing with that. Judge Curry is saying that the Attorney General's attempt to install Ms. Halligan as interim U.S. attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia was invalid, and because Ms. Halligan had no lawful authority to present the indictment, James Comey's motion is granted, the indictment is dismissed. Now, the judge does mention that this is without prejudice. So in legal speak, that means that it could be brought back by another prosecutor in the Eastern District of Virginia if they took it through the grand jury again. But everything Lindsay Halligan did at the end of September, beginning of October, and since then, this judge is saying she couldn't have done that. She didn't have the authority. She was not confirmed by Congress, by the U.S. Senate as the Eastern District of Virginia's U.S. attorney, and thus the president went out of his bounds, and the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, also overstepped her bounds in sending Lindsay Halligan into this district to get these indictments against both Comey and James.
And can I raise a question with Comey? I know that she had made, at least the judge pointed out, a serious error when it came to the grand jury. So what we're saying now is even that mistake that everyone had been talking about, it's moot, because essentially what I'm hearing you say is they're saying she shouldn't have been in the job in the first place.
I think that's what they need to do. They need to find another person, and I'm sure that that's what they're planning on doing, because we've already heard Carolyn Levitt say, we're going to hit that off on appeal. Keep on moving forward, you guys, because just guess what? Got a little bit of information on a clip that you probably haven't seen already from 2009, where Jeffrey Epstein speaks in a deposition. Let me tell you guys what happens here. He gets asked a few questions, and he does not like the questions. So his lawyer stops the deposition. Want you guys to see what the questions were and what's going on in this. We go and get right into it, you guys. It's time to go. Let's get it. Let's go there.
The testimony about to give away the truth.
Open up this screen. Now let's make sure that we got the audio right.
Would you raise your right hand, please?
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony about to give away the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do. Could you please give us your name? Jeffrey Epstein. Is it true, sir, that you have what's been described as an egg-shaped penis?
Did you hear what they just asked this fool? Now, we already heard that his, I guess, private parts. Who that right there? Miss Wanza, thank you, 1872 for the $2.99 super chat. Really appreciate the super chat right there. But can we also, and everybody, appreciate that $2.99 right there. Ain't nobody else giving your boy $2.99. Thank you. Also, do your boy a favor, double tap that screen and get those likes up, because we're really trying to get more people over here. Now, somebody said a lemon. Now they're talking about an egg. I don't be talking about no mailmen's private parts or whatever like that. But I would be a little ashamed to have this on camera if they're asking me questions like this. Like, this is a little crazy right here. How you gonna ask a man the shape of his private parts? Let's get back to this. Yo, this is crazy, yo.
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony about to give away the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do. Could you please give us your name? Jeffrey Epstein. Is it true, sir, that you have what's been described as an egg-shaped penis?
Form.
vague and definite, and I'm going to give you the first one of Mr. Coogan.
The reason they're asking the question, and I know you guys are getting angry about this, is a lot of people in the comments like, why are we even talking about this? Because women are describing this in scenes that he actually had. That's how they're saying, well, this is how we know who, how we can prove that this is who he is. He has a blonde, blonde, blonde shaped blonde, blonde, blonde. So if it's a 14-year-old, they're describing it as something like that, and it sucks that it's being described like that. But that's what they're basically trying to say that this man was doing. All right, so yeah, we get past that part. Now we're going to get to the point where it starts to get aggravating, and they just stop the questioning. That's it. Real quick interview.
That these types of questions are not only argumentative but directed in a manner to embarrass Mr. Epstein. If you continue with this type of question, I will adjourn the deposition.
They said if you continue with this type of questioning, we're going to adjourn it, and it's very embarrassing to Mr. Epstein.
Sir, according to the police department's probable cause affidavit, one witness described your penis as oval-shaped and claimed when erect it was thick towards the bottom but was thin and small towards the head portion, and called it egg-shaped. Those are not my words, I apologize. But as Mr. Critton has stated, that this is I'm willing to continue.
Yes, they adjourned it. He got up out of there and left because he kept on asking the same question. It's just like any other time when you see like people asking questions and it gets people peed off and they get up out of there. Try to be disrespectful. Why are you asking that line of questions? I get it. But even a lawyer said why. One of the victims basically described it as that. Trying to get the simulation going on here. That basically if it is, well, how does she know about that? How could someone tell us, the shape of whatever about your private part? They did the same thing to Michael Jackson. They actually made him take him down and took a video, if you guys remember. Keep on moving forward to Massachusetts with Larry Summers, who's now ashamed of being a part of Mr. Jeffrey Epstein or anything that has to go on with his emails. If you guys know, Larry Summers is basically the president of Harvard. Check this out, you guys. Let's go.
That's because Senator Warren says that Summers cannot be trusted, that's her quote, after new details emerged regarding his close relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. All of this revealed in last week's release of Epstein's private emails. Larry Summers served as Bill Clinton's Treasury Secretary, and in Barack Obama's administration, he was the director of the National Economic Council. These new emails revealed comments that Summers made as he also sought out dating advice from Jeffrey Epstein. That includes the morning of March 17th, 2019. Let's see these emails here where
my birthday, St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, just in case anybody wants to know.
Summers and Epstein were exchanging multiple emails debating Summers and whether or not he should send a note to a romantic interest. Epstein argued to Summers that it would be, quote, bad form. Summers wrote back, quote, why bad form? Supposed to be face-to-face? To which Epstein replied, you care very much for this person. You might want to demonstrate that. A note does the very opposite. Now, the reason that exchange is notable and that we're pointing it out is because of when it happened. It was just 4 months before that exchange that the Miami Herald had published an exhaustive investigation detailing Jeffrey Epstein's abuse of underage girls. They continued to communicate, though, for the next several months. That includes on July 5th, 2019, when Larry Summers sent Jeffrey Epstein an update from his vacation on Cape Cod. The next day, July 6, 2019, is when Jeffrey Epstein was arrested for sex trafficking crimes. Now tonight, Larry Summers told CNN in a statement that he is going to continue to teach at Harvard, but he will be stepping back from his other public commitments, saying in a statement that he takes full responsibility for the misguided decision to continue communicating with Mr. Epstein.
The crazy thing about all of this stuff that's coming out, they only feel bad when they get caught. You notice that? Until their emails come out, until they find out, then their layers pull back. Oh, I feel so sad about doing that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Yeah, of course you get, they always say that you're sorry because you got caught, or are you really sorry? If you were really sorry, you wouldn't have did it. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because now we got some Katie Couric information and gaggle going on here. Let's go for it, y'all. Let's do it.
We're hearing more about what went on at Jeffrey Epstein's infamous party at his New York mansion in 2010. Former NBC anchor Katie Couric sat around a table with Epstein for cocktails and lasagna, choosing to break bread with a convicted sex offender. And they apparently talked about international politics. Of course, they did. Kinsey, what else can you tell us?
Yeah, she's also was teasing Prince Andrew at the time, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor now, about William and Catherine's wedding, asking if she could have his cell phone number so she could call him during the ceremony. I mean, to your point, I just want to remind everybody to remember that visual of Katie Couric cozied up to Jeffrey Epstein every time she lashes out and makes allegations against our president. Katie has been so hostile about Trump's relationship with Epstein when all of Epstein's victims have said Trump was nothing but kind to them and there was no inappropriate behavior. You know, Katie claimed ignorance about this event and about these people, but former Vanity Fair editor Tina Brown was astute enough to turn down the invitation. She now calls it the Predator's Ball.
Oh, wow, that's got a ring to it. I just can't believe anybody, let alone someone who's got the sort of profile Katie Couric had at the time, would accept an invitation from a pedophile. I mean, that 2008 conviction, and this dinner was in 2010, this meal, that 2008 conviction was for paying for sex with a 14-year-old. Now, in my mind, 14-year-olds can't consent. So that to me is rape. But however you want to characterise it, it was against the law. He pleaded guilty. That was 2008 and 2010. He's got all these famous people sitting around his table. Give me a break. Now, Wicked. We've talked about this film before. People have flocked to...
No. I ain't getting into that. I don't care about no damn Wicked. I got to stay on my topic right now because I got more to show. Now we got to get on over to the Democratic House Delegate Stacey Plaskett. Yeah, she's going to defend her relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know if you think that she can defend it, but there's a lot of people, and I told you, the layers of the onion is coming back, right? And it seems like every layer is a person. Who's under this layer? Ooh, who's under that layer? And you know how an onion is. It smells stinky and it make you cry. I can't believe you under there. You had something to do with this? Yeah, a lot of people had something to do with it. Let's keep on moving forward, y'all. Let's go. Mrs. Plaskett wants to defend herself. And she adamant about it, too.
So Jeffrey Epstein was a constituent. He was a resident of the Virgin Islands, lived there, I guess, more than half of the year because he was...
Do me a favor, y'all. If y'all appreciate the content, let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. Also, if you have not already hit that membership or subscribe, why not? Also, hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we're on. We do this every single day from 6 o'clock until we're done. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Let's go.
Registered there. I had received donations from him after the last investigation came out, which was after this texting. I gave any donations that I had previously received from him to women's organizations and did not have any contact with him. So Jeffrey...
Y'all remember that dog with the big floppy ears? Or the fat African boy that be standing there looking at the lady like this? Can we see the receipts of the money that you gave back and the exact amounts if you're really serious about that? Because again, another person caught with their hand in the cookie jar. So as soon as they get caught, abba-dooba-baba-beeba. Bugatti, what you mean by that? That's how they start talking. Hey, how did you get the money from Jeffrey Epstein? Abba-dooba-baba-beeba. What the hell is abba-dooba-baba-beeba? I don't know, because I don't know how the hell I got the money from him. Exactly. Abba-dooba-baba-beeba. Now let's keep on moving forward now, because we got to get on over to Miss Hilton. She says she does not remember ever meeting Ghislaine Maxwell. Talking about Paris, that's right, the heir to the throne with all of the dough and all of that. That's right, Mrs. Hilton. I think she is married, right?
Paris Hilton is speaking out today about a report that she was targeted by Jeffrey Epstein's recruiter, the notorious Ghislaine Maxwell. It happened 25 years ago when Paris was just 19. She was apparently spotted at a party during Fashion Week here in New York. Paris was an up-and-coming it girl at the time and allegedly caught Ghislaine Maxwell's eye.
And I've been in New York the whole time from back then. Her and a whole bunch of other girls used to run around and act up. Yes, think she used to actually hang out with Kim Kardashian too, if I'm not mistaken. You guys know. Come on now, let's keep it 100. We all ain't no spring chickens in here. Y'all remember these times? Remember the time when Paris Hilton used to be out here wilding. I mean, only teenagers would do it. No, but I don't know nothing about this. They're bringing me up to date on it now.
Ghislaine said, "Oh my God, who's that?" And my friend said, "Yeah, she's called Paris Hilton." And Ghislaine said, "Oh, God, she'd be perfect for Jeffrey. Could you introduce us?"
Asked about the report, Paris tells the London Times, "I don't even remember ever meeting her. But we've discovered this photo, snapped that night, September."
And it's also in the book. Remember, Virginia Roberts Giuffre's memoir, Nobody's Girl? She wrote about this.
November 18th, 2000. It shows Paris and Maxwell together with Donald Trump. Paris had just signed with Trump's modeling agency.
I was 14 years old. I was 16 years old. I was 16. 17. 14 years old.
Today, several Epstein survivors are coming together in a new PSA as they urge Congress to vote to release the Epstein files.
It's time to bring the secrets out of the shadows. It's time to shine a light into the darkness.
Their wish may come true this week as President...
Nope, that's old, but I had to bring you guys up on it because I wanted you to see the Paris Hilton information. That other stuff, yeah, it's preceding this. But the Paris Hilton information, hey, I know I was going to go back and look for that. Told you guys, sometimes you got to dig in the archives. You got to be out here like, oh my God. And you guys wonder how much work I do to bring you guys this content. Double tap that screen if you appreciate it. That's all I'm asking for. Now let's get on over to I hate I told you so. I hate the fact that I told you so. But there has been a new rift emerging between King Charles and their ginger-haired elephant, Fergie. That's what he called her. That's right. As the king, get out of here, kicks her and her brother out of the royal lodge. You know what I'm saying, y'all? And check this out. She ain't got nowhere to go. And she sold her property. Matter of fact, let them tell you. Because she's not doing too good right now. Fergie, there's a rift emerging. Let's go, you guys, let's go.
Hi! Paul, so great to have you back. And yes, there is trouble in paradise. You would think it's a real honor to be a member of the royal family. You never have to pay a bill. You've got luxury, you've got waiters and butlers and everything taking care of your every need. But actually, the king has got a major problem now, a big headache. He thought, Paul, that he put the Andrew issue to bed by stripping him of the Prince title and the Duke of York's title. All of that's gone, chucking him out of the Royal Lodge. It hasn't worked because there is a loose cannon. There is a very ginger-haired elephant in the room, and it is Fergie, who, of course, is one of the most recognizable figures in the world. And she's not happy. She's got an axe to grind because she has been evicted from the luxury 30-room Royal Lodge that she cohabited in with Prince Andrew. And so she's homeless and she's got big money problems, Paul. She purchased an investment property in Mayfair in central London, one of the most premium parts of the capital, for over $4 million. And she's selling it at a loss of almost $1 million. So the woman has got financial problems. Plus, she wants to set the record straight about her links with Epstein. She feels that she's been thrown under the bus, that it was Andrew's ill-advised relationship with the disgraced ex-financier. And therefore, she's got the record to set straight. She needs the cash. And it's very possible that she will sign a $1 million deal to spill the beans.
Another thing about her, she's been broke for a long time. You don't remember she tried to borrow like $100,000 or $400,000 from Jeffrey Epstein? She tried to do the Sopranos move. Like when that guy was on the run and that guy met him in the supermarket. And he's like, hey, won't you, I can loan you something. And when he loaned him the money and he found out that he was no longer alive, he was like, yes, I ain't got to pay him back. She tried to do one of those moves to Jeffrey Epstein, but Epstein ain't give her a jack.
Do you think that she's sort of got like a super nanny 2.0 in her where she will take on a new character in the United States where she's running around sort of saying, clean your room, I order you as ex-former princess, clean your, like... Because, okay, she gives the interview, there's a little bit of coin there, but if you're losing $1 million on your house, there's got to be a 28th act here, isn't there?
There's got to be, there could be the super nanny. She sounds like she'd be a good dominatrix, okay? Who knows what she's going to do? The bottom line is that she knows where the bodies are buried, okay? And Paul, she's obviously, you know.
I told you guys, y'all didn't believe me when I said this. I told you when somebody knows the goods and she knows what's going on. Now, she's not getting arrested or anything like that, but she's losing her finances. It's getting rough for her right now. She's already ready to sign a book. You can guarantee that. But what happens when something like this happens? To anybody important, they're not just going to spill the beans to get money. They're going to spill the beans to get out of jail. And that's about to happen. She's already spilling the beans for money.
Now, had books out before about her life, and she's done interviews about being a royal and then an ex-royal. So she's no stranger to publicity and the media spotlight. But the difference is that everything she's ever written or said in the past has been done with Fergie within the royal fold as a member of the firm. Because yes, the marriage to Andrew ended, but they've been cohabiting in quite a friendly capacity for the last 20 years. The problem you've got now is that Charles has cut her off, basically, cut her loose. She's left, or she's about to leave the Royal Lodge. She's got no roof over her head, financial problems, and possibly an appetite for revenge. Now, it's my understanding that she's quite depressed. She's in a very low state. She's worried about her finances, and she feels that she's been wrongly represented.
So yeah, y'all, when you feel like you've been down on your luck, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you can't just beat a person down, but so much. Sometimes when you beat them, you gotta let them up. If you're not gonna finish them like 50 Cent do, I'm telling you right now, you gotta either finish them all the way or pull up, because they're not gonna forget that. And when they're at their worst, they're gonna just have to give it up. They're gonna give up the goods. And whoever's involved is gonna be coming down with them, like the Bob Marley song, "The Lord gone come, tumbling down. The Lord gone come." Yeah, tumbling down, y'all. We got to get on over to this Funther. I don't know what she's thinking about. She keep getting locked up for dine and dash. Imagine you and I go out to eat. A friend of mine did this to me at M&G's. That's right, when DMX was sitting on that side of the table and Nas was sitting on that side of the table. Yes, that's on 125th Street in Morningside. That's nothing but M&G's. We used to go there all the time. I told you guys what happened that time. I told you, but I'll tell you again. He's sitting on this side of the table. I'm sitting on this side of the table. We ordered the grits. We ordered the cornbread. We ordered the sausage, and we there busting it all down. Because he already told me he got it. He going to pay for it. I ain't had no money. He told me he good. He's like, yo, we good. I got you. All right, cool. We busting it down, getting coffee and all of that, drinks and all of that. So now he's like, I got to go to the bathroom. So now he go to the bathroom. So now as he comes back from the bathroom, he walks straight out the door. Now imagine this is the glass right here, and you and me. He's looking at me through the glass like this. Yo, you better get out of there. I don't got no money. I'm like, so now I got to get up out of there, like, and I'm running. We're on 125th Street. You go down 126 where the Magic Johnson Theater's at. I'm like, I get to the corner, try to catch my breath. A car pulls up. It's Mr. G, the owner of the restaurant. He looked at me like, fool, if you was hungry, why you ain't just tell me you wanted something to eat? I was embarrassed. I stopped hanging out with that dude that day. Telling you guys, I got some stories that's no joke. I'm over there like, and on a full stomach, tired and running. And this man just pulls up in a pimp car, like one of them old caddies, and just like, fool, if he was hungry, all he had to do was tell me. I'm like, damn. I was so embarrassed, I swear to God. This fool here, she don't care though. She doing all types of crazy stuff like that. She's a serial dine and dasher.
In Williamsburg are sounding the alarm about a woman they say has been dining and dashing, racking up hundreds of dollars in unpaid meals. News 12's Shakti Dennis has the exclusive story.
The iconic Peter Luger restaurant serves about
She went for the gusto. She ain't go to no neighborhood restaurant. She went to Peter Luger out this bitch.
1,000 people a day, but there's one customer manager Michael Costa will never forget.
And she came in very nice, dressed really nice, table for one, spoke very softly. Sat her on the table over here.
6 hours went by.
She was still ordering food, taking pictures.
But when the check came,
I think it was at least over $200.
she refused to pay.
Ronnie, the other manager, said, I'm going to call the cops. She said, okay, call the cops. She didn't make a stink. She just said, okay. They put her in handcuffs and they took her out.
Not only that, bitch had Tupperware. She took the rest of the food with her. Yo, y'all telling me I can't get no more likes than this for reporting stories like this? Come on, y'all. Please get those likes up. Y'all know we tearing it up right now. Come on, we got like 400 people watching right now. Y'all appreciate the content. Let's get those likes up. I really appreciate it.
Costa says she even tried coming back 4 separate times.
But we knew what her scam was.
It turns out she pulled the same move at least 10 other restaurants and
How the hell you sitting somewhere for 6 hours? Like, how they let you sit there that long? Somebody said 6 hours.
Bars along Broadway, ordering big meals and racking up bills over $100.
He was so skinny and he started ordering a ribeye, linguine clams, and everything. I told her, there's the big dishes, you know, like and then when I bring the bill, he started taking pictures and everything, and then he just, I don't have money.
She said she was an influencer, and I was like, all right. And I said to him, I said, Oscar, this is like a lot of food.
Police arrested and charged 34-year-old Pei Chung 5 times for the same scheme.
She orders all the food. She puts it in her to-go containers. Cops come and take her away, and she takes her containers with her.
So now these restaurant owners are sending a warning to other restaurants. Be on the lookout for that woman.
She's well-dressed. She looks like she has money. She had a fur coat on when she came in. That's why I didn't expect anything.
In Williamsburg, Shakti Dennis, News 12 Brooklyn.
See, you got to play the part. She played the whole part. She came in there decked out. Got her little outfit together that she got from Burlington, that little jacket, you know what I'm saying, a little fake, whatever, sheen suit on with the hair up. Went in there and started taking pictures. Oh, she's an influencer. She's going to be all right. Maybe she's going to get us a lot of viewers. That's what they thought. Oh, she's Asian. She's going to get us a lot of viewers. She ain't get y'all nothing but a big ass dishwashing bill because she ain't even stay around to do that. Got to keep on moving forward, man. This is not even funny. I got to get on over to this. There's no more funny business right now. I'm sorry. It's not funny right now because this is going to be real serious, and it's going over to Nigeria because it's an terrifying wave of kidnapping and pow-powing going on in Nigeria, you guys. I know I'm changing the tone of everything right now, but I have to because it's really going on, and I just have to. And it's not fair for me to not get these stories out right now, so I just got to do it. And I apologize for for doing what I got to do, but it's work. And sometimes you got to take the good with the bad. You heard our Project Pat say it. You got to take the good with the bad with the, there you go. Here we go, let's go. Now I want you guys to see this right here. And I don't really want you to see it. I just want you to know what's going on in Nigeria, especially when it comes down to Christians and Muslims as far as what's going on right now. This is a church, we already saw parts of it already, in Nigeria that got basically taken over, the reverend and the people in there. 2 people lost their lives, as well as the person that was at the door trying to prevent this from happening. And a couple of other situations happened out there that's going to be reported here.
Nigeria has again grabbed global headlines following a spate of attacks by gunmen involving mass kidnappings of students. And that has heaped more pressure on the government after US President Donald Trump threatened military action over the alleged persecution of Christians in Nigeria. Here's what we know.
I want this story out.
On Friday, the Christian Association of Nigeria said at least 227 students and teachers had been taken from a Catholic school in the northwestern Niger state. That would make it the biggest kidnapping of schoolchildren in the country since March 2024. The first mass abduction since March 2024 took place on Monday. 25 students seized from a predominantly Muslim girls' boarding school in the northwest Kebbi state. On the same day, another armed gang abducted 64 people, including women and children, from their homes in Zamfara state, which borders Kebbi. On Tuesday,
like, how could you come in a church doing that? Like, I don't get it. There's supposed to be respect for religion. Like, what's going on here? Like, this is when I know you guys don't like what I'm going to say, but yeah, I think we need to step in and try to help these people. For real.
Gunmen attacked a church in the central Kwara state, killing 2 and kidnapping 38 worshippers, according to a church official. The official said the government had issued a ransom demand for roughly $69,000 per congregant. No one has publicly claimed responsibility. However, most of northern Nigeria is blanketed by insecurity. In the northwest, where most of the recent attacks have occurred, armed gangs known locally as bandits carry out ransom kidnappings and hide in forests. They have no known religious or political motives.
The fact of the matter remains, there's just a lot of money, right, to be made in this enterprise.
Ikemisit Effiong is a senior partner at the Lagos-based consultancy SBM Intelligence.
He's basically saying there's a lot of money to be made when they do those kidnappings like that on either side. Either they get the money from the ransom or they do something with the girls, which is terrible, terrifying, and tragic. I want to pray for all of those girls. I want to pray for everybody that lost their lives in these tragic events, and I pray that it comes to an end very soon. No matter who the people are, what the religion is, nobody deserves to be taken care of and treated like this, Lord. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward. We got somebody that loves to do it, and I'm talking about when they say go postal. This postal worker right here, she is the full definition of going postal. We going over to New York. Brooklyn's in the house. I want to, how we do it? If I can make it there, I'll make it. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. But not if you live in Brooklyn. Let's go, because she really went postal on this situation right here. I don't know what to say about this. All I can do is show you guys the story. Open up the screen, because she went postal more than one time. A postal worker went postal on the people. All he did was ask for his package.
Begin tonight with a News 12 exclusive. A senior citizen stabbed by a postal worker. And it's not the first time police say this employee attacked a person while on the job. News 12's Nadia Galindo spoke with the latest victim and has more.
Go ahead, keep talking. An argument turns into a violent stabbing in Flatbush.
I can't believe it that she would stab me. And
67-year-old Louis Lamboy says he was attacked at 1900 Albemarle Road after asking a simple question.
I just asked her for the mail. She was very rude, she was nasty, and she started cursing, and I said, all right, I'm going to record you.
You're ridiculous. You're like a child. For several minutes, he goes back and forth with the U.S. postal worker, now identified as 35-year-old Jessica Griffin, until she heads for the door.
Slapped the phone out of my hand, and then I went to pick it up, and she grabbed it. When I went to grab it back, she came around with a knife and stabbed me on the left side of my stomach.
He now has a dozen staples and stitches.
It's changed my life. I'm afraid. I am afraid.
Griffin was arrested and charged with assault and resisting arrest. And this is not the first time Griffin has been arrested for assaulting a person while on the job. Back in March of 2023, a 56-year-old Flatbush woman was hospitalized after she says Griffin attacked her. The victim also taking out her phone to record.
Couldn't believe it.
Lamboy questioning why Griffin was still on the job after that.
In most places, if you have violence like that, you're fired, you're terminated, you're not working there again.
Griffin is now out on bond. The United States Postal Inspection Service says they are working with the NYPD and cannot comment further. In Flatbush,
Flatbush. I guess she's like, man, I got to defend myself out here, but not against the elderly. Come on now, you know better than that. Y'all do me a favor so we can get more stories out like this. What we need you guys to do is double tap the screen or hit those three dots right there. Hit those to get those likes up. What that does is it gives you YouTube the energy to go ahead and send up that heading right there, and it gets more people to come over here. You guys don't believe me? Watch, you're gonna see more people say, hey, what's going on over here? And then they're gonna see what's going on over here. Showing clips, trending topics, current events, what's going on, and my antics as well. We got to keep on moving forward, you guys. Going over to Chicago, Italy weekend. I don't want to say that word. Train attack, fuel, whole bunch of stuff going on in Chicago, you guys. But I had to bring it back, rewind, because we have to keep on reiterating what's going on over here because it's very important to pinpoint. Chicago, come to the front of the stage, please.
All right, honing in on Blue City crime as Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy identifies the Chicago train victim as 26-year-old Bethany McGee, who now suffers from severe burns after police say she was set on fire by a career criminal. Secretary Duffy slamming the city's soft on crime policies for allowing this tragedy to occur, writing, quote, "This would never have happened if this thug had been behind bars, yet Chicago lets repeat offenders roam the streets. Chicago's carelessness is putting the American people at risk. No one should ever have to fear for their life on the subway." This announcement following more violence in the Windy City as one teenager was killed and another 8 were wounded during 2 separate shootings on Friday night. Chicago-based journalist William Kelly joins me now. William, thanks for joining us. You know, things are always bad in Chicago, but it seems to be really bad when it comes to violence right now. Is that true?
God bless you, Carly. Well, I can just say this. Thank God you're not in Chicago right now, because I wouldn't be able to guarantee that you would not be set on fire due to Mayor Brandon Johnson's policies, his policies that are rooted in a hatred for law enforcement. When he was a candidate, he said he wanted to defund the police. I was the only journalist that actually called him out on it before the election. It's a very sad situation, Carly. As somebody who was born and raised in the city of Chicago, as somebody who loves Chicago with all of his heart, it breaks my heart to see what these policies are doing to the real people of Chicago, the law-abiding citizens, the good people of Chicago, Carly.
Yeah, like this young girl who's now suffering severe burns after just riding the train.
Same thing happened in New York. You think the criminals don't see stuff like that and then they snap and go and do the same thing? Well, I'm going to do the same thing. Terrible situation right there. We're still going to pray for her and hope that she gets through this. Thank you so much, Connie Kinder, for $2 super chat. Get those likes up. Bugatti works hard. Thank you guys. Really appreciate that. We want to pray for her and hope that she's still, that's right, we did it earlier and we're going to keep on praying for you. That's how we get down over here. Want to make sure that we're giving as much prayer as we possibly can for someone that got hurt in that tragic event. Amen, you guys. 21 kilos of that fentanyl. What's that, $580,000 in cash? Seized from a home in Georgia. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. They're getting it off the street. I love to hear about stories like this, y'all. Let's keep on going. Let's go.
FBI agents here in Atlanta say they just seized enough drugs to kill millions of people. Atlanta News First, Bridget Spencer is live from the FBI Atlanta field office. And Bridget, fentanyl, that wasn't the only thing they found.
Tracy, we're not only talking about that staggering amount of fentanyl you mentioned, but also items related to distributing the fentanyl on the streets of Atlanta. Now, the Clayton County Police Department partnered with the FBI's Homeland Security Task Force during the search warrant execution last week at a rental home in Forest Park. Now, inside, they tell us they found 21 kilos of fentanyl, as well as $380,000 in cash, guns, and even a money counter. Now, Rico DeVille Bice, he is the one arrested, as well as David Esteban Montillo Diaz, both arrested and charged with conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute. Now, one suspect, we're told, is from Atlanta, and the other, Diaz, has ties to California.
Damn, that's a lot of money right
We
there.
believe that Diaz's connection to California is significant because we
that's a
know,
lot of
as
dough.
mentioned earlier, the Mexican drug cartels smuggle fentanyl into our country over the southwest border.
And investigators do say, although this was a big hit to the drug industry, the fight is far from over. They say they still have a lot of work left to do when it comes to keeping drugs off the streets of Atlanta and elsewhere in Georgia.
Well, what about this crime we got going on over here? We could just tell what happened with this. She thought she was slick. And I'm going to say allegedly because I don't want her suing me because she probably going to need all the money she can get right now. We talking about Real Housewives of what's that? I don't know, Potomac or whatever. Mia Thornton. She's been arrested. Locked up for stealing somebody's furniture. That's right. Rental home. Talking about her friend. Can I call my friend to tell him to get that stuff out of storage? That's a little too late. You already allegedly stole it. So check this out, you guys. RHOP fans, anybody who watches the show, got a situation right here with Miss Mia Thornton. They said that the Atlanta police arrested her in Potomac and basically said she was booked for felony larceny after she allegedly stole $11,000 worth of rental furniture from a condo she previously lived in. Ma'am, you mind if we speak to you for a minute, please?
You staying here in the airport? Or you going out with her? She's going to the farm.
Yeah, I got ticket. Yeah, I got ticket to the precinct. Go take it to the precinct, finish up my paperwork, and then we'll take all down. Yep. Good.
I'll walk around. All right.
So this should be a route for mental evals. Is everything okay?
Good time. You want your hands? Hold on. Relax for a second. Relax.
You're gonna start hearing a little bit of
this way, or you want your hands? Trying to sound like you're crying. You want this way? Which way is more comfortable?
Which way is more comfortable?
Let's. Okay. All right. That's fine. We'll go that way.
Clickety.
I think y'all giving them road and y'all do this pick up the stuff y'all may do.
He has the story.
Call him and just have somebody else go out there and give him a pick over.
Is it possible to like call him? He has the storage key.
Is it possible to call him? He has the storage key. So now she's telling on everybody.
Where is he still in the airport?
Nah, he probably left it.
Yeah, where's Miss Call?
Yeah, I just want him to go put that furniture back.
I just want him to, put the furniture back.
Enough is enough. Like I have several emails.
Enough is enough. I mean, I have several emails. They got tired of emailing. They call the popo. They want their issue.
All right, bro. All right.
They said she pretty until she take her wig off. I didn't say that. I just read it. I don't think so. I think there's a lot of work going on them cheeks. It's a lot of hold up, wait, holding them cheeks up right there, boy.
So we go straight down to that wall.
Now this is a perp walk. Very embarrassing. Through the whole airport. Lord have mercy. She should have recorded it to make it go viral.
Get the keys to the cell. Thank you.
She's gonna look like the mask when she take that wig off.
You still gotta take those clothes back off, or you can sit back down and relax for a second.
There you go.
I'll let you make that call in a second, okay?
That's it right there. It don't pay to steal. I like you guys to hear that last clickety clack, 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 clack. No matter how important you think you are, you get that cold steel, and you in that room by yourself. Like, damn, what did I do to myself? I've been in that room before, but not for a long time, for doing stupid stuff, right? You be in that room like, I ain't gonna never do this again. Oh my God! As soon as they let you out, yes, officer, no problem. Won't be doing that again. Yes, Your Honor. And then you better keep your ass out of trouble. I'm telling you, ain't nobody trying to be getting in no trouble like that. Really, a guy, it looked like it don't, the same champion. The character from Saw, the movie. Lash is gone too. Yeah, looking just like looking like, I don't know if you guys remember, but they used to try to call me that. Mac Tonight, the man in the moon from McDonald's. See, I don't mind. I don't mind telling the truth about the jokes. They be like, yo, Bugatti, you got the big head, look like Mac Tonight. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I do got a long chin. Let's keep on moving forward. I told you, if you're going to joke on me, it better be funny than the jokes that I got. I mean, I got jokes like, I walked in a classroom one day, and the whole class said, he got the whole world in his head. He got the whole world in his head. Imagine standing there and the whole class singing that. I'm telling you, it was rough. It was rough. Got to keep on moving forward. It was the scariest moment for this woman's life as the woman recalls an officer saving her 6-month-old's life. It's always good to have an officer that knows how to take care of people and always is on point. Check this out, you guys. What we going over to right now? We're going over to, I don't know, where they at? Where we at? Where we at on this one? Metro Detroit. Come on, Detroit, get to the front of the stage. Let's go.
The worst after she tells us her 5-month-old baby stopped breathing earlier this month at a Walmart in Metro Detroit. Luckily, a police officer was right outside the store and immediately stepped in to help. 13 News Side's Nick Nelson caught up with the mother in Holland and joins us now. Nick, what else did she share with you?
Yeah, the mother and grandmother of 5-month-old Jameson are relieved that he's okay and are thankful to everyone who helped save him, including a Sterling Heights police officer. 5-month-old Jameson enjoys playing with his mom, Bailey Simon, and his grandma, and they say he's the happiest little baby. Grandma Shannon Holloway, who lives in Holland, even says he's a grandma's boy.
We spend a ton of time together. That's actually why Bailey moved over to the Holland area, so we could live together and help raise him.
However, earlier this month, the family went through something no family ever wants to go through.
Mom, trying to breathe.
As Simon was nursing Jameson at a Walmart in Sterling Heights, he suddenly stopped breathing and lost his pulse.
When I saw him limp and blue, I panicked. I started screaming. It was the scariest moment of my life.
You got it.
Jameson, come on, baby.
Come on, baby. You're good. You're good.
He's trying.
Yeah, he's breathing. He's breathing. I can feel him breathing.
As luck would have it, Sterling Heights police officer Edouard
Knew what he was
Talia
doing.
was just outside of the Walmart and quickly ran in to help Jameson.
Yeah, laid the baby on my forearm, kneeled down. I put the baby on my forearm, on my leg, and I just a few bag blows, and it cleared.
It turned out Jameson had accidentally swallowed some of his own mucus. Simon says Jameson has been a miracle from the day he was born.
I was never supposed to be able to have kids. I have multiple medical conditions, and based off of medication I've been on in the past, I was told I'd never have kids. So he's my miracle for sure. He's my miracle twice over at this point.
Officer Talia says once the baby started breathing again, it sank in how powerful the moment was.
I have my own children. It was awesome. Just the way he clinged on to me, and then he fell asleep on me. He just knew that it was a safe place. He was okay.
With Jameson as happy as ever, Simon is grateful for both Officer Talia and all the bystanders in the Walmart who helped.
Thank you. Like from the bottom of my heart, there's so much I could say, but thanks for saving my baby. It means the world to me.
And some of those bystanders performed CPR before Talia got there. He emphasized the importance of CPR training for parents and caregivers, noting that even certified individuals can freeze in such critical moments. Nick Nelson, 13 on your side.
Yeah, y'all, that's right. Clap it up. And we pray for the good stories too, that there was safety there, that they saved the baby, and that all the bystanders were able to make sure that he was good until the officer got there. We pray and we thank you for the good as well, Lord, as well. Amen. Because he was there on that scene right there, boy, making sure that that baby was okay. We got this kitten that needs to be saved from a train. They saying the train is 3 minutes away, and this little kitten is playing on the tracks. Oh, no, little kitten. What are you doing right now? You know we don't go by stuff like that. Are you serious? We need to get you up off of these tracks. You serious? Get up off the tracks, little buddy. Come on now. They're trying to save him over here.
Oh, no, it's running out now. Go, John. There it is.
Now the people are meowing to try to get him to come back. But look what he do.
It's coming now in 6 minutes.
It's up North Michigan. That's right, Holland. Now the kitten is moving closer to get the food that they're throwing.
I'm gonna pull him right up. Just don't make any sudden movements.
Don't make any sudden movements. Damn. Come on, meow. Y'all gotta hit that notification bell to get the notifications. That's the way you do it. You gotta hit that bell down there to get the notifications. Let's get those likes up, y'all. Come on, let's get them up. Let's get those likes up. Come on, man. Hurry up and get this kitten. Hurry up. Trying to put it around his head. Would you hurry up and just turn the handle? There we go. Got him.
Yeah, I got it.
Woo! Got her.
Oh my goodness, let's move in a little more. I want to see the little guy.
Little troublemaker. Little troublemaker.
I'll figure out the placement. Find a home for her.
She already found a home. Look, 2 days later, got a name, toys, and everything. Her name is Luna. 2 days later, she already got a home, toys, and everything. I wish it was that easy for me. I'd be outside like, meow, 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 meow. He'd be like, get this nigga, yo, police, meow, meow. He'd be like, get this nigga over here, you hear him? He's meowing. No, I need some help, meow, meow. And they'd be like, man, get this nigga. Yo, we got some help for you, all right, motherfucker. That white jacket. Yeah, you don't get that white jacket, keep on playing. I'll be outside like, meow, meow. And yes, we got some rehab work going on for our buddy because he's been standing up on his own. So you know what Lynn has been doing? Lynn has been making Nova stand up in order to eat. That first time we showed you him standing up, eating out of his bowl, yeah, so now you know what she's doing? She says, Mom's always looking for ways to rehab work. Look at Nova. Now he has to stand in order for him to eat. Let's go ahead and look at our boy Nova right now and let's see what he's up to. And he was not able to do this before. Our guy is stepping it up, yo. I got some faith in our buddy, the guy that we donated to. That's right, the Pit Bull American XL Bully, Nova, owned by Lynn. That's him standing up right there, eating his dinner. I can't play the music, but look, that's him standing up, actually eating his food. He is food motivated. So Mom is using it as a tool. Strengthen his legs. He got to stand up to eat his whole meal. And Nova was not able to do that. Everything is rehab work. Now Nova has to stand every time he eats. She's not giving up on that boy right there, boy. That's right. That's the power of love right there. I'm telling you, I done seen dogs and animals come out of so much that you think that they would never come out of. Why? Because the power of love, the power of human beings, and the power of people that actually care. So I definitely want to keep on sending our prayers up for Nova to make sure that he gets a full 100% recovery so that he can run and play and be the dog that he's supposed to be. We love all animals over here, just to let you guys know. Cats, dogs, no matter what it is. And that's why we say to donate to any sort of save and rescue that we possibly can. Everybody that's going through negativity right now as far as with the animals, we pray for you as well. Amen. That's right, you guys. And y'all know what it's time to do, right? If y'all trying to make some money, 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 hit that link in the description so that you can make up to 450 bucks. You guys will make some money and I'll make some money too. Also, you got a business. You're trying to promote your business. I don't know what you are, mechanic, lawyer, doctor, mobile repair person. Don't know what you do, but if you're trying to get your business out there, you know what? Send it over to us. Send your promos to me right here at Our Bottom Line. We're going to put it up in the post notification area for YouTube so many more people can see your business, and hopefully you'll be able to make some more money off of that. Make sure that you're sending them over in a 1080 by 1080 size frame to bridgethisllc at gmail.com. That's bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Make sure you got it in 1080 by 1080 size frame in order to make sure that it fits. I tried to put other promos inside of the post notification area. They were not going for it. They were too big, so they wasn't going for it. Got to be 1080 by 1080. Like when I break this down, I make sure that the Show Your Talent search poster is in 1080 by 1080 so you guys can see the whole thing. Because this is the talent show that we're doing. That's right, your boy Bugatti NYC is going to be hosting that talent show along with DJ Don Dada from Black Ink Crew. And it's sponsored by who? Big Drip Hard Punch. That's right, you guys got to be 21 or older because yes, it's a hard punch. That means it's alcoholic. 14%, 12 ounce. That's right, you guys want to be a part of the Show Your Talent search. That's going to be in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. We still have not found those winners yet, you guys. So the money's still available in almost every borough except for Queens. That's right. So Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, and Staten Island, we're still looking for winners because that means that you're going to be able to have a chance to win $250 in your borough. That's all you got to do is go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Put your email in the email list. You're going to get notifications. When we come to your borough, pull up. Let's see your talent. And boom, you could be the one to make $250 at the Show Your Talent search. After we found everybody in all 5 boroughs, that's right, all 5 boroughs, we're going to bring you all together at one location in Manhattan where one person or a group is going to be able to make $1,000 on top of that sponsorship that they won in their borough. So let's keep it going, y'all. All I need you guys to do is go to the website. If you have talent, it's not just about singing and dancing. Talent is cooking. Talent is painting. Talent is a talent that somebody else can't do or something that you'd peak at. We want to see it. www.drinkbigdrip.com and send us over your email address. We're going to let you know the next location. Brooklyn, we coming soon, and that's the next location that I'm honing in on. Want to see you guys there. Whoever can't be there, we're going to be going live from the location like we always do. And with that being said, let's get those prayers up for Tuesday. Let's get them out for everybody. Make sure that we're covered. Make sure the Lord got us covered for safety, for good health, and for continuation of what we do, and that's bring good energy to each other and love. That's right, you guys. Who we praying for this morning? Batty Lynn, Rebecca Lanyan, Bueno, Sam Champion, my brother, Jay Woods. Who else we got up in this building right now? We got Mark Dorfman. How you doing, Mark? Miss Wanza, Sky, good morning, Lanyan, Brian Kings. Okay, Jay Woods, Mark Dorfman, Connect Kinder. Okay, Only in the Hood 2243, Brian Kings, Batty Lynn, Sam Champion, Rebecca, Liberty and Justice, also Kendra Walker. We can't forget VIP Auction Group, also people like Dot Focus, and we can't forget Sam Champion as well. You guys, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Amen. And with that being said, thank you for the membership right there. Also, this is going to be your last chance to subscribe to the channel. Already become a member. Why not? Because we do this every single day and we don't do nothing but get better. Want you guys to have a fantastic and safe Tuesday. Drink some water. Do not let anybody hold you back. Remember, problems present opportunities, and don't let nobody stop you from getting your opportunities out there. The Lord woke you up for a reason this morning. Stop worrying about problems and worry about the solutions. Not only that, thank Him for the problems, because if I wasn't able to wake up this morning, I wouldn't be able to complain about those problems either. Think about it that way. Positive objectives. Stop living on the other side with people trying to hold you down, because nothing's gonna break your pride. Nobody gonna hold you down. Whoa, no. We got to keep on moving. And with that being said, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that y'all came here to chill with me today, I appreciate you. So till tomorrow, get 'em! Peace.